Hello! I'm so glad to see you this morning. Oh, it's been a whole week since I've seen you. I am so glad you stopped by. Pastor John here, and I'm in the sanctuary of Zion Lutheran, and I am so glad you stopped by. I brought a ring that I'm going to try to do something magical with. Yep, I am. Something amazing. Maybe not even magical, but amazing. Yeah. All right, see this ring? I can see you through it. Yeah, look at that. I am going to try to poke my head through this ring. Yeah, would you like to see that? I know. I'm going to poke my head through this ring. All right, well, you better hold on. It's going to be amazing. Yep. Ready? Poke, 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 poke. And look at I'm poking my head through the ring. Poke, 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 poke. That was pretty silly, wasn't it? Yep. Well, this is all about how God is taking God's circle of grace and about how those who belong and making them part of the promise of God. So what does that have to do with poking my head through this ring? Well, you thought I couldn't do it. Yeah. Well, that's because you thought I was going to do it in a different way. That I had to follow that rule of like, oh, and because you thought I was going to climb through it. Well, for some of the early church, they think that maybe other people might be cheating as well, because this feels a little bit like cheating. But you know, when it comes to God, and God starts to expand God's circle about who belongs, when God says you're in, you're in. And guess what? Story after story after story in the Bible, the circle keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Where if I had a piece of rope, I would circle it all the way around the sanctuary. If I could, I would circle it all the way around the world. You might have heard the Bible verse, "For God so loved the world." The circle, it starts to grow. God says, "I love you." And you know what that means when God says, "I love you"? That means God has wrapped God's arms around you, and the circle of God's love includes you. That's pretty amazing. That's more amazing, and it's not silly. It's more amazing than me poking my head through this ring, because God comes and says, there is nothing that can stop me from loving you. There is nothing that can stop me from telling you that you are my child. God says, I love you. That's really powerful stuff. That's amazing stuff. And that is something that it's life-changing. Anyway, I am going to go. I'm not going to really try to poke my head through the ring, but I am going to remember that God sees us, and God loves us, and God loves you. Okay, bye-bye. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.